To my people following Yordan, for those of you questioning his status, wondering if he's coming or going, or where he's currently located. I actually predicted this outcome back in my previous video, and mind you, I don't read tarot cards or tell fortunes. But I'm not blind, and neither are you. Yordan used to fly under the radar. For many weeks, he went completely unnoticed. But now, keeping a low profile is becoming impossible for him. There's no amount of flan that can save him now. Today is Sunday, a day of banishment. And tonight, Horacio and Louis are heading off to their first exile. Laura G acts and speaks as if she belongs to the upper crust, as if she comes from a much higher pedigree than everyone else. Let's just see what kind of resume she actually has. Laura G versus Salines. And regarding the whole Laura G situation, specifically her claim that Oriana was the real problem, and that the public only voted her out as a form of backlash against the public's own previous decisions. Well, if the same level of aggression persists, it's simply because they, the Tierra group, have chosen to maintain that aggressive stance toward everyone else. And naturally, the others are simply defending themselves against those attacks. Is it right? No. It's not. But human beings are, in a way, just like animals. He might attack me once, twice, maybe even 3 times. But if it's a continuous assault, I'm gonna strike back. It's a simple case of action versus reaction. Personally, looking at the current nomination list, I'd prefer to see Stefano or Fabio get eliminated. However, I'm a realist. Jayleen is the one who's gonna go. She is, without a doubt, the weakest link, the biggest piece of furniture on that list of nominees. Just look at how Jayleen moves those air pumps she calls buttocks. She doesn't have silicone implants. Apparently they work miracles in Ukraine, because Jayleen's butt cheeks are clearly filled with air. I've got the evidence right here. The before and after photos. My people, what you're seeing is the result of surgery. It's not real. She's lying, just like always. She constantly accuses others of lying, yet she is the only one who's actually doing it. And that purpose, that is what this influencer is today. A creator of adult content. In other words, OnlyFans. So the fact that she owns a horse farm and enjoys the entire lifestyle she has today is thanks to her preference for older men with money who pay her bills and indulge her every whim. It has reached such an extreme that she doesn't cook, doesn't wash dishes, and doesn't do laundry. Thanks to her OnlyFans followers, the girl has servants waiting on her hand and foot at her ranch. Well, folks, as I mentioned earlier regarding the exiles, Louis and Horacio, they won't be participating in the Leaders Challenge. However, they do enjoy other benefits, such as spiritual peace and the chance to disconnect from the incredibly toxic atmosphere inside the house. With no tension and no drama, their exile is actually a far better deal than living inside the house itself. Plus, they won't find out who gets evicted until they return. I simply cannot believe the audacity of Jayleen. She is absolutely shameless, and she knows it. She has openly declared, "I am a beautiful woman. I have 2 suitors inside this house, Fabio and Kenny, and I intend to string them both along." Can you believe the gall of this woman? She has never shown respect for anyone, not even for herself, nor for anyone else, for that matter. She uses men solely to achieve her own ends. One guy comes in through the living room, another through the garage, another down the chimney. And no, he's not Santa Claus. Another through the basement, another through the back door, another through the closet, and another from under the bed. They're practically crawling in through the toilet. This woman needs to be evicted. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Forgive me for saying so, but money comes way too easily to her, unlike for the other people inside the house. Think about that for a moment, folks. I'll leave that thought with you as homework. Also, the diva seems a bit confused. She's technically a member of the Earth team, yet her bed and personal belongings are currently located in the water and fire sections. Why? I have no idea. I actually like Kaylee, though. She reminds me of those feisty fire ants, the tiny red ones that leave you covered in welts when they bite, because she stings with such passion. She hurls insults with such affection, without shouting or using profanity. She really is a sweet girl. Kenny. Thank God he finally woke up. Now he doesn't let Jayleen push him around anymore. She tried to, but she couldn't pull it off. Kenny has slipped out of her grasp. She won't be abusing him anymore. Tonight, the designated group is having dinner together. I imagine they'll be trying to get on each other's nerves. I'll let you.